Hi, everybody. It's Kelly Russell, the Rock Your Joy Coach. Thank you so much for being with me today. Welcome to my channel. So, my topic for this week is letting go of the struggle and just being in faith, choosing faith. You know, the Course in Miracles talks in various places about being in faith and having faith particularly in our brother. And so, that's really what I think our struggles boil down to typically in this world is not having faith in our brother and thinking that our brother, who could be anyone that we're having judgment about, I mean, our brother is everyone. We are all the one Son of God. So our brother is, we are a collective Son of God. So our brother is every part of that. There's nobody who is not included in that. And so when we don't have faith, when we think that our brother needs our correction, that we need to be making our brother do something different or think another way, we need to convince them, we need to change them, fix them, we need to impose our will somehow on a brother, we are out of alignment with faith instead of holding the faith for the truth of our brother, the truth of all of us as the collective one Son of God, is that we are all an aspect of, an expression of divine love and divine light. And that what we need to be doing is asking from spirit for help in staying in that place of faith and helping us to see the light and the love that is within our brother instead of judging it and thinking it isn't there or thinking that somehow it is up to us to make our brothers be different in some way and thus change our world, but instead to have the faith that we are guided at all times to be able to see the light and the love in everyone and everything, and that as we do that, our perception of the world actually does change. It's not by the actions that we're taking in the outside world, it's by how we're changing our minds. And how we can best change our mind is holding the faith for what the truth is. And so there's a place in A Course in Miracles that talks about this that I was reading this morning. It's in chapter 17, part 8, The Conditions of Peace. And it says, faith has accepted every aspect of the situation. It is a situation of perfect peace simply because you have let it be what it is. Do not intrude upon it. Do not attack it. Do not interrupt its coming. Let it encompass every situation and bring you peace. Where we have difficulty is when we don't accept a situation. We don't accept what appears to be happening. We think we have to stop it, fight against it, become embattled with it, make it be different. And this happens whether we are talking about something that is happening in our small local environment, such as a relationship that is in conflict, or having some kind of illness in the body, or a situation of financial scarcity, or maybe we're having some kind of a problem in our job, or something in our lives, where we feel like something is wrong and it needs to be managed, that we have to exert our will on it, that we have to think of a way to heal it, to make it different, to make it work out, or whether it is a larger worldly global situation. It really doesn't matter. It's all coming from the same place of us not being aligned with and having faith in what the truth is, and trusting that things will work out, that letting things be as they are, and knowing that there is a plan for our highest good and the highest good of all concerned, and that We are not the ones that need to be at the helm figuring out what that is. We need to be the ones holding our center, staying in a place of faith, trusting that peace and love prevail. And it doesn't mean that we don't take any action in the world, or that we never say anything, or we never do anything. We got to say and do something, but it's not saying or doing anything or taking any action without guidance. And where do we get guidance? We don't get guidance from trying to figure out what to do inside our own minds. Our own minds are largely being guided by the ego that always comes from a place of fear. And for us to be able to have any positive effect at all on any situation that we appear to be experiencing, we have to come from a place of love. And the only way we're going to come from a place of love is if we are being guided by spirit, guided by that universal intelligence, that divine light that is able to understand and see every single situation and every outcome and know what is the highest and best for us and all concerned. And so it means we need to go in a place of silence and of surrender and letting go of whatever fearful perceptions we are holding on to that are causing us to think that if we don't do something and we don't take some kind of action, that these terrible things are going to play out. It's actually the opposite, that as we get quiet and we allow ourselves to be guided and we hear that inner voice and we follow whatever intuitively we are being shown is ours to do or say, that can only have a peaceful effect on our lives, on our relationships, on our bodies, on our circumstances and situations, as well as those in a more of a global perspective. So how do we do that? Well, the way that I do it is I go into meditation and prayer every single day, and I surrender everything that I think needs to happen in the world and what I think would bring me peace of mind and what would make my life better and what I would like to see happen. I just surrender it all, and I let it go. I let go of whatever struggles I'm having in the world, and I put my faith in something greater than myself, in that divine power I'm part of, you're part of, we're all part of. But putting my faith in the truth, and the truth is something that I can't know how things are supposed to work out. All I know is that they will work out better if I don't try and work them out myself, but rather I give my allegiance and my willingness over to that higher power that knows what the highest and best good is for me and for all concerned. So I let go of the struggle of thinking that I know, and I just embrace the faith that all is well, all will be well, all shall be well. And so when I go into that place of meditation and prayer and surrender and letting go and asking to be shown and guided, I receive all kinds of guidance. It's not like it's just some blank slate and I go out into the world going, I don't know, I guess I'll just do the best I can. Yeah, I mean, I think that's a good place to come from, but I get really clear guidance from asking and from letting go of how I think things should transpire. And so if you don't have a daily practice of being able to let go and surrender, ask for guidance, listen, um, and like A Course in Miracles says, where would you have me go? What would you have me do? What would you have me say, and to whom? And what miracles would you have me perform today? That is a way of asking for guidance. You can also click on, there's a link below, there's a link tree below that has several buttons you can click on it. One of them is a daily practice for guidance. And it is a meditation. I do a form of that every day, of letting go of whatever I think needs to happen, whatever my own struggles are, and asking to be shown what is mine to do, and then getting quiet and being in that place of communion with spirit, which is where the guidance is coming from. From me being a thought in the mind of God and being able to just rest in that place, and then having myself filled with that light of, oh, that's an inspiration, that's a divine idea. Oh, that's what I'll do. That makes sense. Oh, I understand that. And it's not coming from me. It's not from me sitting around going like, how do I need to fix this situation? How do I need to heal it? How do I need to make this person do this or convince them to do that? Or it's not coming from any of that. It's coming from an allowing, from a staying in faith, trusting that everything is working out for my highest good, for your highest good, for the highest good of all concerned, because we are all one. We're all the one Son of God, and everything is working out for the best for all of us. We just need to stay in faith and know that that is the case. So that's my message for you this week: is let go of the struggle and allow yourself to just stay in faith. And if you need help with that, to I invite you to use the meditation that's below, or one of the other tools that's listed there. And if you are looking for peace in your relationships, for the resolution of conflict, for being able to experience the happy dream in the world, as the Course in Miracles talks about, and being able to feel like you come from a place of peace, you know, most of the time, and are guided by love. One of the things you might want to consider doing is booking a discovery call with me and seeing if it might make sense for you to do coaching with me to learn how to live your life in that way. So, thanks so much for being here today. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please do so. And I'm here every week talking about the practical application of A Course in Miracles. So, I love you, and I'll see you next week.